Hey everybody, Chris Steele here at Steel Frags. Today we are reviewing a Marshall's pickup from the House of Milestone. This is Saffron Noir. Before we get into this fragrance, help me help you make the world a better smelling place. And the way we do that is by liking, subbing, and commenting, sharing our experiences on our fragrance, asking questions, and helping each other out in the comments. So let's jump right into this. I found this at Marshall's earlier today. I had to get it. I smelled it. I had to get it. I had to figure it out. So I haven't had a whole lot of experience with this, but I felt that it was noteworthy. It was about $15. So I feel that this was a noteworthy pickup, especially with the way this smells. So I'm going to give you guys all the information on this because sometimes the information can be a little hard to find. All right, so again, this is Milestone Saffron Noir. Saffron with one F instead of two. So Saffron Noir by Milestones is inspired by Barredo Black Saffron. So from what I understand, Barredo is probably a higher end fragrance house. And this is a inspiration. It also, some people say that it has a slight Tuscan leather vibe to it in the dry down, but we're going to get to that. All right, in the top, we have saffron, juniper berries, and Chinese grapefruit. In the middle, we have leather and black violet. And in the base, we have raspberry, cashmere, and vetiver. I'm going to tell you guys what I get from this because this is really a very unique fragrance. I used to have this phobia of going to the rack store sometimes because of all the generic fragrances that tend to crowd the shelves. They kind of smell like everything. But lately with the Milestone and Monarch and all these other clone houses coming out, they're really coming out with some really, really, really good fragrances for very reasonable prices. And you can find these at your rack stores, TJ Maxx, Burlington's, Ross, all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to spray this on skin so I can revisit. Oh, man, it smells so good. Let's check out the atomizer. Decent atomizer. Try not to spray in my tea. It is a very wide distribution. Okay, so right in the opening, you get the name. You get a lot of saffron. So saffron is kind of an effervescent, almost Middle Eastern kind of spice. It's a mix of it almost has a floral and a spicy component at the same time. It tends to have, what perfumers tend to do is they tend to mimic the saffrons, because saffron is a very, very, very expensive herb. It's very expensive. So a lot of times the perfumers mimic this, and generally it's more of a fresh but slightly spicy, slightly floral, effervescent, very, very nice. Now this, you get saffron, you definitely get juniper berries. There's this sort of greenness that's in there. And then you have a leather component that is very prevalent. Also some vetiver. Vetiver makes this fresh though. It's not a dry, earthy, or it's slightly dry, but it's not a dirty vetiver. It's not an earthy vetiver. So it's not like an Encre Noir type of vetiver or an inky vetiver. This is a very fresh vetiver, but it has an edge because there's leather in there and raspberry. And that leather, raspberry, violet is where I think people draw the comparison of Tuscan leather. Slight darkness to that fresh saffron and juniper opening. But that darkness just gives it some depth, gives it a little more warmth, overall a little more of a push. So like I said, I haven't had a whole lot of time to spend with this fragrance yet. I do plan on revisiting some fragrances and giving you guys my my experience on those, my current experience on some of those fragrances, and this will be one of them. So yeah, as far as performance, like I said, I haven't spent a whole lot of time with it, but off a good guess, I'm guessing this will give you maybe uh 5 to 7 hours. Nothing crazy. It's not beastly. At least not yet. I don't know, but it seems average in performance. Just say that it's average with the possibility of having better performance. This does have a very nice scent trail, and you can smell yourself when you smell it when you spray this. It doesn't push super hard, but then again, like I said, I haven't spent a whole lot of time with it, so time will tell. Now, what I can get into are occasions and scenarios. Okay, so occasions. First of all, with this kind of scent profile, I would definitely dress this one up. You can dress it down too, but I would dress this one slightly higher. It doesn't have to be a suit. It doesn't have to be, you know, uh, uh, slacks in a suit or even a sports coat. You could dress this up with a vest, a polo, even a Letterman's jacket or a pea coat. Anything that just has a little more, little more class, a little more bit more regal. You know, something like that. Because the juniper in it gives me that kind of vibe, that juniper leather vetiver always makes me think more of a slightly serious. And the I did want to point out something. The raspberry in this is slightly sweet, so it's not a super sweet fragrance. And this is, I guess it could be unisex, but this is definitely more of a men's fragrance. Anyway, um, can be worn casually, but I would just dress it up just a little bit. Um, this I would say is safe to wear at work. And I don't say that a whole lot, but I feel a scent profile like this, especially if you don't overspray, can work at work because of the freshness in it. There's a slight edge, but it's really not enough to offend anyone, I think. I think, just my opinion, if you get fired, if you get written up, if you get kicked out of your house, don't come for me because I'm telling you. Just don't overspray when you go to work. Don't do it. The only person you should be trying to impress at your job is your boss. That's it. So don't come for me. Okay. Now, let's move on. Seasons. When should you wear this? I could see this being worn in spring and being a banker. You could wear this all spring. I have to say, right now, I'm starting to get wafts of this, and it smells really, really good. I'm really satisfied with my $15, my $15 that I used to purchase this. Yeah, that is good. It's very good, very good. Um, Spring, you could wear this in fall. I have a lot of fragrances that I could wear in fall and winter, so that probably wouldn't be my first reach. I would probably reach for this more in the spring. Although you could wear it for fall. For my kind of winters, probably not. It's just probably not gonna. I mean, if you spray, if you spray heavy, then yeah. But for the most part, my kind of winters, and when I say my kind of winters, I'm talking about northern hemisphere kind of winters, where it's like, you know, 30 and below, you know, and 30 is a good day. That's a warm winter day where I live. Anyway, summer, possibly. but it have to be a cool summer day. All right. So again, guys, this is Saffron Noir from Milestone. If you see this at TJ Maxx or Marshalls or any of those rack stores, please just smell it for yourself. Come to the channel, comment, tell me what you guys think. Um, I don't think it's a bad purchase at all for $15. And I'm not a real big rack store person. I have nothing against rack stores. It's just that um, I remember back in the day where rack stores, it just seemed like they always had just the same stuff and it all smelled the same. And I'm the type of person that I like to smell different. I don't like you know I believe that variety is the spice of life. Um, yeah. So that's all I have for today. Again, help me help you make the world a better smelling place. Like, comment, subscribe, comment, let us know your experiences about this fragrance or any other fragrance you might want to talk about. And just, help you boy out. Help me out, man. Help me out. I'm trying to break that 200 subscribers. It still hasn't happened. I'm still at 199 right now. So, you might come in at 200, you might come in at 202. Guess what? I'm going to love you all the same. I love you just like my first subscriber. So, you guys have a great, blessed night. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.